if I don't start doing things today, they're never going to get done tomorrow. Which, duh, makes sense. But hey everyone, welcome to Clear Discussion. I'm John, and today I was thinking about the very idea of this video and how it relates to us in so many different ways. To me, it's the basic meaning of delayed gratification. But I feel like we hear that and we kind of know what it means. It's like, oh yeah, you just don't do something because down the road, if you keep being productive, eventually you're going to have what you want. We know this, but we still don't do anything about it. We get caught up in our day-to-day routines, our activities, and we don't seem to, the majority of us, zoom out and see the big picture for what it really is. And yesterday, I was really thinking this through because I wanted to make, I want it to be clear what I'm talking about, but I haven't perfectly honed in on it yet, but I'm going to give my brief opinion on this idea. Give up who you are today for who you could be tomorrow. Let me explain. When the day-to-day activities come around, working, whatever hobbies you have, maybe you have some kind of morning or night routine, we kind of go through and do these things. And obviously there's other things we want to do, whether that's playing video games, reading a book, hanging out with people, going to the movies, going to a football game, basketball game, something like that, some social event. All these things come into play with our lives. Not to mention if you have friends, family, kids, all that stuff. And to me, it's so easy to push something off and be like, I'm going to take care of it tomorrow. Because realistically, stuff happens every day. Things happen every day that cause hiccups in your plan for the day. You can't always account for everything. You can plan for something unexpected to happen. Doesn't mean that you're truly prepared for it. And a lot of the time what you plan for doesn't happen. Instead, something else happens that's also not helpful. But with that being said, I think there's a part of it we're missing. I'll give myself as an example, tell a little story here. We bought our house this past March, and we've been doing updating. We've been doing not repairs, but little things around the place that need to be worked on. Overall, it's been a lot of work. It's been a lot of labor, but it's been also rewarding seeing how everything's come together and worked out. There's a lot of little things that still need to be done. And almost every day I'm like, oh, I should take care of that. And I don't. Well, obviously that's not helpful in the long run because now this is just sitting there unfinished for months and weeks. And I can look back and go, well, I got good excuses, Example, we just had our son to start of November. That's been hectic getting used to being a parent. There's a lot of in and outs with that. I still have work every day that I go to. I go to the gym. All these things add up and fill a lot of time in the day. I know I'm not the only one who has this. And yesterday, it finally hit me. If I don't start doing things today, they're never going to get done tomorrow. Which, duh, makes sense. But we always push things off into the future as if future you is going to do it. Future you ain't going to do shit. Okay, let's be real. Future you is you. You haven't changed from yesterday to today. And if you have, great. Good for you. I'm serious. Great for you, man. But 99% of us, we don't change day to day. We change maybe, if we're hustling, week to week, month to month, year to year. I can look back a year from now. I can look back to a year younger me and be like, wow, have things changed for that? I would argue for the most part, things have been, I'm better than I was, but there's some things that I'm not as happy about. I think I was more consistent at the gym with that version of me. I'm noticing a little bit more flab, and which is weird for me. I'm a skinny dude naturally, but a lot of other things have improved. I think I have more patience. I think I have a lot more discipline of myself. Still a lot of improvement to be done, but there's these things that we can zoom out and see over the course of, months and years and whatnot. Day to day, we usually don't change too much. And it's our fault. It's our fault that these things happen. I could, when I get home from work today, knock out, not everything, but knock out some things on my to-do list. But, as almost every day happens, I don't. And that's on me. I think we get caught up in this idea that if we set up a plan to take care of it in next week or next, the 14th or whatever, we're going to do it. And half the time we don't, because life happens. Life throws things at us. And, we're like, oh man, I would have gotten it done, but I had to take care of A, B, and C. And it's like, yeah, it's understandable. Because like I said, we all have crap going on. There's a lot of things that are unplanned that occur. So don't plan on doing those things. Just start knocking them out right now. And if you're at work and you see this and you're like, well, okay, well, I'll take care of it when I get home from work. You better freaking take care of it when you get home from work then. You better not forget about this. You better be like, oh, well, I'll take care of it in the morning, all this stuff. You have to start knocking out stuff today. And I'm not saying everything has to be done, okay? I'm speaking for myself here. There's way too much stuff to be done today that I'm not going to be able to get done, but I got to start the process. Little things at a time, little things. If you have a task that's going to take a few hours, start the first 30 minutes of that. And I know there's some things you can't do that for. You can't paint a room in 30 minutes. Do you really want to start painting a room? Do it for 30 minutes and then stop? Probably not. So things like that, you're going to have to plan out a bit. So this plan isn't perfect, okay? My solution isn't a perfect solution. But start chipping away at the smaller things that you can start and be like, okay, I got this and this done. I've done what I said I was going to do. Good for me. Because for me, and I think most people are like this, once you start something and you're like, I'm just going to do it for 15 minutes. Myself, I know for the most part, I usually see that thing completed, unless it's a huge task. So just focus on getting that started. Focus on just the tip of the iceberg. Because before you know it, you're going to be chipping away at it because you already started, man. You might as well keep going. You might as well be productive. And then before you know it, things are slowly going to be less and less and less. Now, for everyone who's dealing with so much crap in life, I understand to some degree. It seems like when you finish something, boom, another ugly serpent rears its head, and you have to deal with that thing. I don't have, like I always say, the perfect solution for everybody. But this process, I really feel, can help people actually have improvement in their lives, literally. We talk about self-improvement so much, but what are we improving here? For myself, what I'm doing with the tasks that I'm talking about, they're almost all house tasks. Working on the trim, painting a cabinet, putting up some hardware, clearing out the basement and then reorganizing all the stuff. Those are tedious tasks. They're not really fun. I don't want to do them, but I have to do them at some point. I might as well get started on them today. Everybody, or at least I would say majority of people, have those tasks that we could be doing. That's self-improvement. You're improving an aspect of your life. Over the course of time, these things build up, and you can actually look back, a year from now and go, damn, the house is done. I actually did everything. There were some days I was lazy. There's some days where unexpected things happened, but I pushed through and got things done, even when I didn't want to. And that, to me, is the whole purpose. You're building a better future for yourself, literally, and you're also, because of that, you're becoming a better person because you're actually doing what you want to, not what you want, you're doing what you're supposed to do, even though you don't want to do it. Think about that, okay? We'll leave the video there. Just think about this whole situation and how there's some piece of your life that you might push off consistently. And if you'd started knocking them out over the course of months and years, life would be a much better situation for you than it is right now, okay? So zoom out and think about that, and then just start executing on the small tasks. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope this video finds you well. Hope you like the video. Let me know what you guys think, and if this is going to work for you, let me know in the comments, man. I love the interaction back and forth. I love going through things with people. Yeah, that's it. I hope it finds you well. Take it easy. Hopefully your weather's better than mine. It's starting to snow over here. And peace. I'll catch you later. Bye.